Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to EmpireCV.tv for another week of what's in store for the books. But before we get to that, I just want to, you know what, we'll do that at the end. Never mind. Coming up on December 17th, we have the SCCG charity art auction. You can come in, you can bid on artwork, and all of the money goes to charity. You can also bring a toy, because we're doing a collection for Toys for Tots, and we're going to stream it so that if you can't make it in, you can watch online and you can bid online to help out the Toys for Tots charity. So there'll be more about that in an upcoming email. The 24th, December, Christmas Eve, we will be open. I'll be open probably a little bit earlier, and I'm going to be closing a little early. So that's really very vague, but I'm going to stay open as long as you guys keep coming in. We're also going to do a sale. So look for more about that in the email as well. So let's get started on today's books. Let's see which one I want to do first. Here's what, we'll do this one. This is one everybody's been excited about because of Fraction. So you've got the Defender team, we got Red She-Hulk, you got Iron Fist, Silver Surfer, Namor, Doctor Strange. There is nobody who should be messing with this team. The only team more powerful than them right now is the Annihilators. And if you guys are not reading the Annihilators, Abnett and Lanning are amazing. And that book is something that you should definitely check out. And if you haven't read the Annihilation stuff, you don't have to start with that to be able to read Annihilators, but you'll get a lot from it, and those are really good reads. Here's what I wanted to do because it's not getting the attention it should. Punisher, sometimes he's great, sometimes he's not. Punisher Max right now is incredible. It's not really continuity, at least it doesn't feel like continuity, even though they've said it is. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the book that's out this week. So, Punisher is being written by Rucka. This is not your Max Punisher. This is not the book that's going to be on the top shelf, but they're really towing the line. We're following Frank through a series of events that he's trying to take down some people who ended up murdering an entire wedding party. But what's really neat about Rucka, and as you guys will probably know if you've read him before, it's not even focusing necessarily on Frank. We're watching Frank, but we're finding out about the people who survived the massacre. We're getting introduced to a police officer who is new to the force and is, coming on with an old timer. He's really building the characters and the world up around Punisher. It's a lot like Walking Dead, where the zombies just happen to be the backdrop. This book just happens to have Punisher's name on it, but it's a very well written and very towing the line with its action and its violence. So if you guys haven't read this Punisher, Greg Rucka is amazing. I would definitely give it a shot. And we're only on issue number 6, so not even that far, with the trade coming out. Okay. This one's fun. I think everybody loved the first issue. Literally, Madeira is just going in and having a good time. Starts out with Spidey and the Avengers cleaning up a mess. Spidey needs to get back to New York. Hulk grabs him, takes a few leaps, and then we find ourselves right in the middle of a Mole Man mess. And quite literally, don't go into this for an Eisner Award. Don't go into this for something where you want to think. But Madeira's artwork is beautiful, and the action is a lot of fun because he draws the poses and the positions. Like you can see, I don't know if you can see, Spidey right there. It's the kind of thing you can do on Spidey, but you can't do with anybody else, and Madeira is perfect at it. So Avenging Spider-Man number 2 is this week. Oh, all right, this is a guilty pleasure that I picked up. It literally is the 10-year-old kid in me that picked this book up. I don't know if we need to say any more than that. Jurassic Strike Force 5. We are talking dinosaurs with advanced weaponry protecting the Earth millions of years before you got your Superman and your Spider-Man. It was really, really cheesy, but really, really fun. So, again, if you guys have that little kid in you that used to love that kind of thing, then it's a great book. And here's one. This is actually one, I think I've talked about it before, if not here, then on the blog, or no, I don't write blogs. Ron's been getting on me. I need to write on the podcast or here. And my blog is coming soon. It's about why Spider-Man is why Peter Parker is the greatest superhero of all time. And it's just fact. You can't dispute it. It's not an opinion, it's fact. So, Batwing. This was the one of the DC books that I went into thinking, I'll give it a shot. I'm giving them all the shot, and this is one of the ones that actually caught me and what has me reading it every month right when it comes out. It's Batwing. Batman has set up, other Batmen around the world. This one is in South Africa, and we get to follow our new hero, David, as we learn about his past growing up an orphan in Africa, about him now being a cop, and this one is the secret origin revealed a little early after 4 issues, but it was neat. So this one tells us how he grew up, and it was not a fun childhood. He was forced into an army and forced to do things that he didn't want to do. This one really goes into it, shows why it's so important to him to become Batwing and to support Batman's cause and pretty much fight against the corruption in the system that he has to face every day. This one was really under the radar, but Winick is either hot or cold for me, and this is one that's hot. His Catwoman for me is really cold, unfortunately. So 50-50 on Winick. If you had to pick one of the two, I think this one's not getting enough attention. Here's one that is getting plenty of attention, but we'll talk about it anyways because it's Grant Morrison. It's Action Comics. It's the first superhero book of the new DC 52. This takes place before Justice League, before all the other stuff on the shelf. This is where we get Corbin, we get Metallo. He doesn't call himself Metallo yet. We get what appears to be Brainiac. We get the collecting of cities, of people before the Earth is going to be destroyed. It was just a non-stop brawl. Good dialogue, as always, and an interesting take on Superman because he's not the big blue Boy Scout, as we've said. He's really evolving here, and it's something that I hope we'll get to see take place over time so that we can get a lot more characterization out of him rather than your typical, Kent in Superman. So Action's out this week. And this one is actually really interesting. Okay, it's an anthology of a bunch of independent creators, and this one caught me right off the bat because I'm a sucker for the newspaper style read. I don't know if you guys read Wednesday Comics. It was incredible. I love it. I've got it by my bedside and I'm rereading it. And there's something special about opening it up, holding the pages, flipping them like a newspaper. This one has a ton of stories. It's got short stories from Wasteland. It's got H.P. Lovecraft in here. Most of them are 1 to 2 pages. A few of them are 3 or 4. But there's a ton of stuff piled in here, and it's really a fun read. So, yeah, I mean, here, look at this. Let's see, where is it? Well, I can't find it. All right, this is going to take forever. Let's get back to what we were talking about at the beginning. Since you guys have sat through the whole thing, Sac Con is this weekend. It is on the 11th. It's this Sunday. We have a free pass to give out. Actually, we have 2 free passes to give out for Sac Con. So we'll do like we've done before. The first 2 people to comment in the Facebook line when we post this video and say what they like most about Sac Con, we'll have these waiting here for you. So it's this Sunday. Don't forget, go down to Sac Con. It's always fun. Tons of local creators. As soon as you walk in, don't go right through there and into the main room. Take your time, walk around there, go into the room on the right in the back on your right, and then take your time through the other room because that's where not only do they put some of the bigger names that they bring in, but that's where you can find all of the independent stuff you can't find anywhere else. It's Sacramento's local talent. There's a ton of it. There's even more than we have up here. There's a lot of people. So take your time, show a little support, pick up an indie book, and make the guy's day. Thank you very much, you guys.